Okay, so this is the first video of a series of videos that I hope to make regarding my motorcycle. I guess with this one I'm just going to sort of inform you of my philosophy. Introductions first. My name's P.T. Burnham. This is the name that I go by publicly and on the internet. If you want to know my real name, we'll have to have T or something. Okay. This is my bike. It's called a TU250 and it's made by Suzuki. It's only got 250 cc's and about 18 horsepower. It's a very, very low power bike. The reason that I chose it is because my philosophy behind wanting to have a bike deals mostly with reduction of gasoline intake for both money and sort of the environment. I'm not really an environmentalist, but it can't hurt to not consume as much, right? So, yeah, it's mostly about gas consumption, and also a big thing is the DIY aspect of being able to modify, fix, and generally rely on this machine. After my Lumina broke down, a very old car that I inherited from my sister, while me and my buddies were traveling to Austin, Texas, I decided, well, I was not necessarily ripped off by a mechanic, but I had the feeling that he might be ripping me off. And the helplessness of not being able to judge whether or not he was ripping me off was a bad scene for me mentally, and I realized that I never want to really be in that position again where I'm totally reliant on something that I have very little understanding of. So I simplified, and this is, you know, a single cylinder, so it's very easy to maintain, very simple to understand. I still don't understand anything really about the engine, but hopefully over the course of these videos I'm going to learn more, and you guys can learn more with me. I am going to be focusing on the TU because that's the bike that I have, but also a big part of this is going to be philosophy behind motorcycle riding. The TU is not what I call a play-in-traffic bike, and it's not a big noisy Harley either. It's a very quiet bike, and it doesn't go very, very fast. So I feel like the two most known philosophies of bike riding are the sort of like zooming through traffic crowd that gets like the ninjas and the really fast crotch rockets, and then the sort of like you know, burly man, loud American beast motorcycle, which also I'm not really about. Like, there's a lot of bikes that have like the American flag on the back of the bike and stuff like that, and I'm not really a hyper patriot. I'm just a normal dude looking to simplify his life, and one of the big ways I can do that, because I travel a lot, is to simplify my transportation. So that being said, what I'm going to be calling this philosophy of bike riding, which is not formed yet, but only being formed as you watch these videos, I'll be forming the philosophy. But I think I have a pretty good groundwork. But I'm going to be calling it Kickstand Key for the reminder that you should always, you know, when you land, when you bring the bike in, you should put your kickstand down and then do the key, because that keeps you from doing something stupid and embarrassing like getting off the bike when there's no kickstand and dumping it on a standstill. You want to avoid dumping your bike, especially if you're on it, but anytime really, because you can cause damage to the bike. You don't want to damage your machine that you rely on. So, that being said, I have spilled once at like 30 miles an hour, which was not fun, but didn't kill me or break any bones. I'll tell you about it on a later video. Right now, this is the introduction. I'm going to be calling the series Kickstand Key, and my name is P.T. Burnham. Hopefully you guys enjoy and find useful what I'm doing here. The first video that I'm going to be making is about relocating these back turn signals so that I can equip this with some saddlebags, because right now these are in the way, as you can see, of any type of saddlebag action that we could get going. And I think that the weight, I had the luggage stacked pretty high on the bike when I spilled, so I think that, you know, lowering the center of gravity for packing is going to be something important. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Safety is key. You know, enjoying the moment on the bike is key. But I'm going to get into all that later. This is just an introduction. Kickstand Key, P.T. Burnham, and the next videos that you're going to see are going to involve relocating the stern signals. All right, peace.